best friend told her brother she was leaving him a turtle to babysit. That turtle? Yeah, that was me. And he had no idea. So, here's the thing. My best friend Mimi, she's a total heiress, spoiled rotten, and was about to fly off to Europe for some business expansion thing. But before she left, she called her brother Matt, and I was standing right there, listening to every word. His voice came through the speaker. It was deep, lazy, and just dripping with attitude. What kind of turtle needs temperature and humidity control? That sounds exhausting. Mimi, well, she whined like a professional. Come on, Matt, just 3 months. Think of it as your good deed for the year. He sighed. Fine, send it over. But if it dies, I'm not replacing it. I was standing there, palms sweating, heart racing, because that voice had lived rent-free in my head for 6 years. Matt Shen. He's Mimi's older brother, and the guy I'd been secretly in love with since high school. And he had absolutely no clue that the turtle he just agreed to babysit was me. Mimi moves fast. Like, scary fast. 30 minutes later, her driver pulled up outside my apartment. A whole stretch limo just for me, the turtle. Miss Lin, Miss Shen wants me to deliver you safely to Mr. Shen's residence. I stared at this man like he'd completely lost his mind. I mean, I'm moving in temporarily, not becoming royalty. But did Matt even know I was the turtle? Probably not. Mimi had basically described me as a decorative pet that does nothing but eat and sleep. Thanks, bestie. So there I was, standing outside his door, heart pounding, hands shaking, half excited, half terrified. I knocked. I heard footsteps inside, slow, heavy, getting closer. The door swung open, and there he was, Matt Shen. He was fresh out of bed, in dark gray silk pajamas, half unbuttoned. His hair was sticking up everywhere, and his face looked like a storm cloud. He looked at me for maybe 2 seconds, then looked times past, times me, like he was searching for something. Mimi sent you? I nodded. I couldn't even speak. He yawned and stepped aside. Come in. Just leave your suitcase by the door and find a spot. He started walking away, then stopped, turned back. Those sharp eyes scanned me up and down. Where's the thing? I blinked. What? Mimi's precious treasure. The turtle. He pointed at my suitcase. Is it in there? I hope it's not suffocating. My face went bright red. How was I supposed to tell him? There times was times, no turtle. The darling baby girl Mimi wanted him to take care of was literally me. Before I could explain, he waved me off. Whatever. I'll deal with it later. Just don't let it crawl everywhere. I'm a clean freak. Then he shut his bedroom door, and I stood there, alone, in his massive living room, feeling like an absolute clown. He genuinely thought I was just the delivery girl. I sat on that couch for 2 hours, battling myself. Part of me screamed, "Leave! This is insane! He thinks you're here to drop off a reptile." But the other part, the part that had been crushing on this man for 6 years, well, that part said, 3 months, under the same roof, with Matt Shen, and I just couldn't walk away. Look, I know Matt has a reputation. He's got a sharp tongue, an arrogant attitude, and he acts like everyone around him is an idiot, but I've seen the real him. I've seen him feed stray cats when he thought nobody was watching. I've seen him give his umbrella to an old homeless lady in the rain, then sprint back to his car getting soaked. He's not cold, he's just too proud, you know, to show he cares. Finally, his bedroom door opened again. He walked out, showered, changed into casual clothes, sipping ice water like he owned the world. He stopped when he saw me. "You're still here?" he asked. I jumped up. Matt, I said. "I need to tell you something." He raised an eyebrow, walked over, and sat down across from me, crossing his legs like this was an interview. "You know me? I'm Mimi's best friend, Rosie Lin." He nodded slowly. "Oh, Rosie, the one who can't take care of herself. I wanted to die." "Mimi, what have you been telling him?" He set his water down, looked around. "So where's the turtle?" "I actually did some research. Some tortoises need specific temperature and humidity." "Wait, he researched how to take care of it?" Something warm flickered in my chest. I took a deep breath. "Matt, there is no turtle." He froze. "What?" I pointed at myself. Voice barely a whisper. "The one Mimi was talking about is me." There was dead silence. For a full minute, neither of us moved. Then he laughed. Not mean, just baffled. "Did Mimi hit her head?" He pulled out his phone and video called her immediately. She picked up from some airport lounge. "Matt," she said, "did you get my Rosie? Be nice to her. She's really shy." He flipped the camera to show me, sitting there awkwardly. "This is the turtle you wanted me to raise?" Mimi didn't even flinch. "What's the problem? Rosie's been feeling sick, low blood sugar. I didn't want her living alone, and you're on vacation doing nothing. It's just one extra plate at the table." Matt scoffed. "I'm your brother, not your babysitter." Then he looked at me and I swear there was a little smirk. "Besides, this breed looks high maintenance." My face exploded red. Mimi started screaming through the phone. "Matt Shen, you promised. You can't back out now. If you kick her out, I'm telling Mom that the girl you brought to that blind date was a hired actress." Matt's face went dark. "Mimi," he said, "are you trying to die? Just tell me, are you keeping her or not?" They went back and forth. I sat there in the middle, feeling small, pathetic, and helpless. Finally, Matt hung up with a heavy sigh. He looked at me. "Fine, you can stay. Guest room's on the left. Go settle in." I grabbed my suitcase and practically ran. "Wait." I froze. He was leaning back on the couch, tapping his fingers on his knee. "Since Mimi dumped you on me, let's set some rules. I have a bad temper. I don't like waiting on people. If you're hungry, order takeout. Don't expect me to cook." I nodded frantically. "I know," I said. "I can take care of myself." He let out a short laugh. "We'll see about that." Day 1 went surprisingly smooth. Matt mostly ignored me, which was honestly a relief. I stayed in my corner, making myself invisible, but then came the next morning. I'm an early riser, up at 6, and I thought, hey, I'm living in his house for free, might as well be useful. So I crept into the kitchen, deciding to make breakfast. Easy, right? Eggs, bacon, warm milk, except I seriously underestimated his fancy high-tech stove. I turned the flame way too high. Oil started smoking instantly. The second the eggs hit the pan, black smoke was everywhere. I panicked, tried to turn it off, and knocked over the cooking oil. Crash. It was a total disaster. I was standing there, spatula in hand, the kitchen looking like a war zone. Then a voice behind me said, "Are you trying to blow up my kitchen?" I jumped so hard the spatula flew into the smoking pan. Matt was standing in the doorway, arms crossed, looking at me like I had a single brain cell. I'm so sorry. My eyes started watering. I just wanted to make breakfast. He walked past me, switched off the stove, turned on the exhaust fan, and opened the window, all in one smooth motion. He looked at the 2 burnt lumps in the pan, then at me, smelling like smoke and grease. He sighed. Mimi was right. You really can't take care of yourself. I wanted the floor to just swallow me. Get out. What? Go wash your face. Change your clothes. He nudged me toward the door. You smell disgusting. I ran back to my room in shame. When I came out, clean and changed, 2 plates of breakfast were sitting on the table. Perfect sunny side up eggs, golden toast, warm milk. Matt was sitting across from me, cutting his bacon. He saw me and nodded toward the empty chair. Eat. I sat down, totally flustered. Did you make this? I asked. Who else? The cleaning fairy? He didn't look up, but as he said those sharp words, he pushed his plate of cut bacon toward me. I don't eat the lean parts. This is for you. I froze. Something warm squeezed my heart. He remembered. Years ago, at some high school gathering, I'd picked out all the fatty pieces from my pork. Everyone laughed at how picky I was. Only Matt, sitting quietly in the corner, had silently swapped his lean meat for mine. He still remembered that? Thank you, I whispered. He grunted. Don't get ideas. I just don't want Mimi coming back and killing me for mistreating her turtle. I bit into my toast to hide my smile. Being his turtle wasn't so bad after all. 2 weeks passed, and honestly, it was kind of perfect. We fell into this routine. I'd wake up 10 minutes early to preheat the coffee machine. He'd make breakfast when he got up. If he came home from work early, he'd bring back dessert. Sometimes, it was a roasted sweet potato from a street vendor. Always my favorite things. It started to feel real, like we'd been living together forever. I was starting to let myself hope, until one phone call destroyed everything. It was a Friday night, Matt was in his study working, and I was curled up on the couch watching a movie. My phone buzzed. It was an unknown number, local area code. My heart dropped. Something felt wrong, really wrong. I hesitated, then answered. Hello? There was heavy breathing on the other end, then a voice that had haunted my nightmares for 10 years. Well, little girl, you're good at hiding.